And welcome back. Wow, that was a good one from the state of Osun. And we say once again, congratulations to everybody. Now talking about being there for people, you know, taking care of people. Some few days ago, the Yinkakenny Girls Care Foundation at the event Operation Feed the Elderly. And I tell you, that program, Operation Feed the Elderly, organized by Yinkakenny Girls Care Foundation, was fully supported by the patron of the NGO in the person of Sir Adedayo Adesoye, and also a friend of the NGO, Mr. Steve Amambo. A lot went down on that day about feeding and taking care of the elderly. Please take a look. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Yinkakenny Girls Care Foundation organized an event tagged Operation Feed the Elderly, designed to cater for the elderly in our society. The founder, Yinkakenny, while speaking, expressed our delight at seeing the many happy faces of the senior citizens.
I'm Yinkakenny, and by the grace of God, I pioneer the NGO Yinkakenny Girls Care Foundation. And the main thing we do in Yinkakenny Girls Care Foundation is caring for the feminine gender from cradle to grave. So what we do is that we take care of girls right from the day they were born until the day they will go to their grave. So anything that matters to anything, the feminine, the females, we take care of that.
She explained that this event was born out of the fact that so many elderly people in this part of the world are pensioners who have not, for one reason or the other, been able to access their pension. She further said that a whole lot of them are not even entitled to any form of pension and no means of sustenance, while having grandchildren who in one way or the other also depends on them. Various editions have been held in the past at different locations in the last 4 years. However, this particular edition was done in commemoration of the 45th birthday of the founder and convener.
Having one of our programs that is called Operation Feed the Elderly. What do we do during this occasion? Usually we get food stuff, we give to the people that are very elderly in the society. Why do we do this? We do this because we realize that a lot of elderly people in this country, they are pensioners, and while they are even pensioners, they don't even get their pensions. There are people that they are so old, they cannot work for themselves. A lot of times, they have children that they are even catering for, probably their grandchildren thereabout. And we realize that, you know, once people are hungry, a lot of atrocities can go on. And these people are so elderly, they can't take care of themselves, talking of taking care of probably the grandchildren that are with them. For this particular occasion, by the grace of God, I was 45 years old, and I made up my mind. I was 45 years old last week Friday, and I made up my mind here that I'm going to celebrate it with the elderly people. So this time around, the Operation Feed the Elderly for this season, is to commemorate my 45th birthday, and that's why I have come to celebrate my 45th birthday with you people, with the elderly people. Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Well for us, especially we old people. She don't want us to be hungry. We thank her for that. Anything that she lay her hands upon, in the name of Jesus, she will prosper.
Give us food for the elderly people, and she remember us. And I pray that he will grow older than me in Jesus' name.
Hi, welcome back. That was Feeding the Elderly by the Yinkakenny Girls Care Foundation. It's just nice we do something for these elderly people when they are alive, other than when they are gone, then we begin to close the roads. We know what the situation is. Thank you to everyone that supported. All right, before I leave the show, I gave you a story last week. I want to quickly give you an update about that story, about the stray bullet that eats one of the vendors that the Speaker of the House of Reps usually have a tete-a-tete with after his plenary at the House. Recently, we heard that the family of the newspaper vendor, that was killed by the aides, decided to write a petition against the Speaker, Femi Gbajabiamila, demanding a sum of 500 million naira compensation. They wrote that through a lawyer. The lawyer has said that he was instructed by the father of the deceased and the younger brother of the deceased. However, the wife of the late vendor, Josephine Okereke, she said she was not aware of any such pre-litigation process, and she has told the Speaker to please kindly ignore whatever or whoever is asking for compensation and fulfill your promise to me and my children, because we know that the Speaker had been to her and to promise her to take care of her, take care of the children, and take care of the education of those children till adulthood. So she prefers that other than whatever the family is asking for. Well, this morning my question is, who is more of the family? Is it the father and the younger brother, or the wife and the children of the deceased? That's a question I'm going to put a question mark on, and we're going to discuss more about it next week when we come on the show. You know that I don't ever leave this show without telling you what goes on social media. This morning on Twitter, our Proco doctor is saying competence will take you far in life. Competence plus emotional intelligence will take you further. It's one thing to know your job. It's another thing to know how to handle people around you. The latter is what people lack today. Well, a word of advice from Proco doctor this morning. Well, Leno Omokri is telling us that life without a husband or wife, without a job or business, and without a child is still life. Don't allow the life you don't have to prevent you from enjoying the life you do have. You are alive and healthy. Count your blessings and not your sorrows. On that note of counting your blessings, I tell you, if you begin to count it, you will know that the Lord indeed has been good. On that note, I call it a wrap this morning. Remember that this discussion goes on social media. Connect with me on Facebook, Yinkakenny World, and on Instagram and Twitter at Yinkakenny1. On Twitter at See Perspectives, on Instagram and Facebook at Watch Perspectives. Till I come your way, same time, same station, and next week to bring you another very interesting episode of the show. I remain your host. Yinkakenny is my name. Remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you very much.